Good evening, brothers and sisters. It's time for the meditation session again. Let's take 5 minutes to calm ourselves down and center ourselves, shall we? Good evening, brothers and sisters. It's time for the meditation session again. Let's take 5 minutes to calm ourselves down and center ourselves, shall we? Well, so far, most of my subject is talking about how to practice no self, how to harmonize with the universe, how so to harmonize far with spouse. Most of my subject is talking because about the purpose of meditation no is self, to liberate ourselves how to harmonize from all the with the universe, hindrances, how to harmonize with desires, and self assumes the knowledge and logic. The purpose of meditation is to liberate ourselves from everyday life, and from all the at each moment we are constantly facing various challenges. Self assumes, and how do we deal with that? And how do we liberate ourselves from everyday life? Be able to at each moment we are constantly facing various live challenges. A life with and how do we deal with that? And how do we worry without anxiety, without depression, be able to always joyful and in peace? Live a life with thousands and thousands of without challenges. Worry without anxiety. We can go on and on and on and deal with each every one differently. But the bottom line is still there's thousands and thousands of surrender our ego challenges. And in order to surrender our ego, we need to deal with each every one differently. To have a clear head. If we the bottom line is still think straight. If we're tired, we cannot feel surrender our ego. If we're tired, and in order to surrender our ego, we need to have only the flesh, healthy body we can feel. To have a clear head. So this hard time meditation help us to. If we're tired, we cannot. First of all, to enhance our chi. If we're tired, so that we have a pretty only the flesh, strong, that we healthy can feel. Body. And energetic. So this hard time meditation so help us to we're always up and first of all to enhance our chi, and as well as so that we have a when we practice this meditation, strong and healthy body and energetic. We also so redirect our always up and mind and with the positive certain chakras and as well as in our body when we practice this meditation. So that we have less we also wandering thoughts, redirect our monkey and the mind third objective chakras and practice chi channels in our body, a spiritual state, reaching a spiritual state of Chanding, which is a very difficult state to put into words, but yet it is and the third state. Objective of this once you reach Chanding, you are a spiritual state, reaching a spiritual during state those of moments you have no which thoughts. Is a very difficult state to put into words. Joyful state of being, but yet so it is the spiritual state of being. In other words, once you reach but Chanding, we need to first of all at least during those moments you have improve no our thoughts. Health to a tip-top position in a peace and joyful state of being, wandering thoughts. So it's a spiritual state of being we enter Chanding. But we need to first and once you enter Chanding, if you can maintain it, if you can improve our health to a maintain the state of Chanding, eliminate 24/7 at each moment, and then you are liberated. And once you enter Chanding, if you can maintain it, if you can and you maintain have no the state of small mind that's 24/7 at each moment, then so you are liberated. After all these weeks and months in touch with the universe, maybe we should try and you try have to no more practice small mind, explain and to practice interrupt you. Wow. So I thought it just after all these weeks and months, on me. Maybe we should try practice and try to today. Practice. So explain. Let me begin by explaining what is Chanding. It just 20-some years ago, it just dawned on me. I was commissioned to translate Sifu's work. Practice Chanding today. So let me begin by explaining what is Chanding. Was a big challenge. I cannot translate 20-some years ago, a team of when I was commissioned to translate translators work. Nobody can translate it well. So we decided to keep this word as the original Chinese phrase. Chanding was a big challenge. I cannot translate it. We have a team of Chan, which is Zen. Approximately 15 translators. Nobody can translate it well. Life force. We decided to keep it as the original Chinese phrase. It's the power of manifestation. and power of wisdom of the universe.
Tan, which
and
is
power
Zen.
of the life force.
According to
So it is the
Zen
universe,
is
the universal power, the universal
life
wisdom,
force of the universe.
and the power of manifestation.
It's the power of manifestation.
And Ding
and power of wisdom of the universe, and power of the life force.
So it is the universe,
the universal power,
movement,
the universal wisdom,
stillness,
and the power of manifestation.
And the sixth patriarch has mentioned,
and Ding means
there is no other heart in Tan, and there's no other
stability
in Ding,
no movement.
So in other words, when we reached Tan Ding, there's only one
and
heart.
And the sixth patriarch has mentioned,
universe. There's no other heart.
There is no other heart in Tan.
And in Ding, when we reach
Ding,
once we reached stillness.
So in other words, when we reach
there isn't
there's only one heart, which is the heart of the universe. There's no other heart.
Shall I say
no monkey mind.
Forms.
And in Ding, when we reach Ding,
no form whatsoever.
Once we reach stillness
in Ding,
there isn't any.
So Tan Ding means we are in harmony,
shall I say,
in sync with the universe.
Forms. In other words, no logic, no form whatsoever.
We have our heart.
So Tan Ding means
spirit.
We
is
are
in line with
in harmony, in sync with the universe.
So therefore,
it's
impossible to translate.
We have
the two words,
our heart,
into a single word,
meaning our spirit is in line with the universe.
And as you probably realize,
so therefore,
it's impossible to translate
the practice of a heart and meditation,
the two words
is into a single word.
We focus on a
English.
Chakra or a chi channel and try to enter it.
And as you probably realize,
and enter it into Tan Ding.
The practice of a heart and meditation, according to Sifu, is that.
But yet,
we focus on a chakra or a chi channel and try to enter it. Try to focus on it.
Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about that yet.
Maybe I should just address focusing. Focusing usually has a target.
But yet,
focusing
in another
usually has
teaching
a object.
And once you
maybe
have
I shouldn't talk about that yet.
Maybe I should just address focusing. Because
focusing usually has a
teaching
of 止观禅定. Focusing usually have a
he said very clearly,
object.
Observe and not observe.
And once you have a target or object, you're using your mind.
Translate that meaning
focusing
but not focusing. In other words,
he said very clearly,
if we focus on
observe
an area
and not observe,
then our mind is using our mind to focus.
Translate that meaning,
and how do we focus and
but
not
focusing?
Meaning,
in other words,
abandon.
If we focus on an area,
but yet
then our mind is using our mind to focus.
Focusing on the abandonment. Well, that's probably the
and
best
how do
way
we
I
focus
can put it.
and not focus?
Meaning,
in other words, when we focus,
we
should
abandon
focus without
the
expectation. We should
but
focus
yet,
without a goal. We should focus without a target.
Focusing on the abandonment.
And once we can do
that's
that,
probably
we
the
can
best way I
absolutely let go. In other words, when we focus, we should focus without expectation. We should focus without a goal. We should focus without a target.
Region our body.
And once we can do that, we can absolutely
once we let go of the object and target,
shall I say,
that we're supposed to focus on.
We completely surrender
our
body to be focused on. Once we let go
into the act of focusing but nothing to focus on,
object and target that we're supposed to focus on.
Oh boy.
We completely surrender ourselves.
We'll be able to reach Tan Ding quicker.
I would put it this way.
Into the
act like of focusing
into a
but
river,
nothing to focus
on.
Completely surrender our body and let the river take
Oh boy. Then we'll be able to reach
in other words, the
Ding
purpose
quicker.
of focusing is really to redirect our thoughts. It's empty like jumping into a river
and hence our spirit.
Completely surrender
and hence
our body
sensitivity
and,
and hence our awareness.
So, in other words, the purpose of focus therefore, is really to redirect our
the way
empty our mind,
reaching Chanding,
and hence our spirit,
really trying
and hence our sensitivity, and hence our awareness,
surrender our ego.
So
be truly, completely,
therefore,
surrender to the universe.
Way, whatever feeling, sensation is
that your really body or your mind or your heart or spirit brings you, surrender just a sensation. Our ego. And we don't need to dwell
truly,
on.
Completely
not
surrender to the universe. Whatever feeling, sensation
that your body or your mind or your heart or spirit brings you.
It's just a sensation.
So therefore, reaching Chanding is a task and not a task. Okay.
I don't know. Is it clear?
It is complete surrender ourselves, our body, our mind. Our
so
spirit.
Therefore, reaching Chanding
truly relax
is
without any goal, without any
and not a task.
Okay. Without any expectation.
It is complete surrender ourselves,
our body, our mind, our spirit,
and truly relaxed in a way.
I thought
without any goal,
without to explain the process of reaching
without any
expectation. These are, of course, my personal perspective.
Relax into it.
I want to share with you and.
Anyway,
I don't know whether anyone has any questions or not. I try my best to explain the process of
any comments,
Chanding.
And objections.
These are, of course, my personal perspectives, and so I want to share with you. And I don't know whether anyone has any questions.
Thank you.
Or not. Any comments? Any objections?
Thank you very much. Really enjoyed that. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Enjoy. So I've been reading lots of books recently with Stillness Speaks and other Krishnamurti
Thank you very
books and
much.
things like
really
that.
Really enjoyed that.
What you explained today makes very much
Thank
sense
you.
today. Thank you. So I've been reading lots of books recently. Stillness Speaks and other Krishnamurti books and things like that. What you explained today makes very much sense today. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, explaining is difficult, and knowing it is, difficult. And the most difficult part is not knowing or explaining. The most difficult part is accomplish it.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, explaining is difficult, and knowing it is, difficult.
Okay, now let's start with maybe we should try Wind Channel again. Wind Channel is a difficult channel. We'll begin our meditation practice, and we will and focus more on the chanting part of this Wind Channel practice. As always, we sit up straight and take a few deep breaths. And focus on navel chakra. As the navel chakra expands, the chi will fill up our chest, will travel to our arms and palms. The chi will travel to our head, fill up our face. You should feel certain plumpness into our face and our forehead. You may even feel your hair is standing up, even though it may not be. It's an energy filling sensation. It's a chi feeling sensation, like a balloon. Then it travels to our abdomen and travel down our legs. And if you contract your anus, you'll be able to find your root chakra. Now root chakra begin to vibrate. Continue to focus on root chakra. Now try to enter the spine through the tailbone. The tailbone is a little bit below the root chakra near the prostate for the gentlemen and near the cervix for the ladies. And try to enter the tailbone into the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is in the middle of this triangular bone at the end of your spine, connecting your hips, legs. Then pretty soon you're going to feel your sacral chakra begin to fill with chi, begin to swell up. Then this chi will slowly travel up your spine, one section at a time, and reaching your life chakra. Life chakra is in the middle of your spine at the height of your navel chakra. And then after navel chakra, the life chakra, the chi will travel up the spine, one section at a time, and reach wisdom chakra. Wisdom chakra is behind our head at the height of the eyebrow and directly on top of the neck bone. In other words, the other end of the spine. You're going to feel certain swellness and certain vibration and certain tingling sensation at the wisdom chakra. And then naturally wisdom chakra will travel to Chan chakra, which is the crown chakra in yoga, which is the top of our head. And then down to Dhamma chakra in between our eyebrows. So this is the wind channel. Begin with the root chakra at the bottom, to sacral chakra, to life chakra, to wisdom chakra, to Chan chakra. As I call out these names, and if you can immediately feel, that means you have accomplished the wind channel. If you're struggling to feel one or two chakras, then you just practice more. Everyone can do this. This is our natural biological structure. Again, let's practice the root chakra, sacral chakra, life chakra, wisdom chakra, 10th chakra. Now let's just pick a chakra to enter chanting. Remember, Sifu said, observe and not observe. Not observe, but observe. 不观而观，观而不观. So just focus without intention, I think. Just relax and observe without expectation. Let's just like jump into a river with both hands and legs open, just jump like you jump into a bed. Jump into a river and let the river take you. Truly surrender yourself. Don't try to search for any sensation. Don't try to ask for any sensation. Whatever images you see is the construct of your mind. Some say, I saw Buddha and I saw temple. Those are images. Those are forms. So in chanting, there's no form in Ting, and no other heart in Chan, meaning there's no conscious mind, there's only heart, there's only spirit. Don't focus on anything, yet focus on everything, meaning send all your awareness to everything. Feel everything around you. Try to sense everything around you without expectation. Just relax and surrender. Surrender to the universe in this present moment. Then you're going to feel a certain wide horizon. You can feel far away. Becomes a wide I don't know how to call it, a wide space, a wide space.
And you're in the midst of this space. As always, I do not call an end to the session. Do meditate as long as you wish.